If you are an athlete, you need to invest in your own training room so that people can notice you, because you're going to be dominating the competition. If you're working hard, you're going to need to do more recovery. You can't expect to get better if your legs aren't, I don't want to say more flexible, but more ready to take the impact of hard workouts and then able to go back into the flexibility they have. Please, don't let your teammates get hurt. Don't let your teammates get hurt this year. Put them on the videos. Stop being selfish.
Whatever that I say I am, I can achieve just what I want to.
Becoming your own trainer is so important, because if not, then you're really just relying on your trainer to heal you. And there's so much recovery that you could do, even injury prevention you could do at home, before practice and after practice. Even while you're in class, I'm not even gonna lie, there's a lot of times that I had the stim machine. If you guys know the stim machine that like shocks your legs or whatever, I would have that on my back while I'm in class. There's times where I would be icing my knee while I'm in class. So it's like, you are responsible for your own recovery and injury prevention. Don't put it on your trainer. Now, if you're at a Division I university and you got a pop-in trainer, you do want to use them every single day, all right? If you have a trainer, let's say in any division that will work with you every single day, you want to go to them so much. You want it to be to where you're at their place 3 to 5 times. However many times you could be there, you're there. You know what I'm saying? Getting as much treatment as possible. Now, if you don't have that option, or even if you do have that option, you're gonna have to invest in your own training room. Invest in your own training room, bro. I'm telling you. What that means is money, time and money, all right? So the time for one is multiple times a day. Let's say it's like 8 p.m. and you're like, yo, my legs are cramping, I'm sore, right? My legs are cramping, I'm sore, which never happened to me. My legs were never cramping. They were sore though, you know what I'm saying? Cramping, you need to drink more water. But let's say you're like, yo, they're sore, right? There's things that you could do, like have your own Normatec boots, which are pretty pricey. They're about $2,000, but I'm an All-American and I will show you my Normatec boots. Boom. Normatec. So it's like, I'm not gonna argue with you if you don't want to invest that money. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to, but I'm telling you what I did. The only thing I could do is tell you what I did to get these trophies right here. All right, so I invested the $2,000 when I was a pro athlete though, so it was after college, but I knew that I had to train on my own. I got 4th at USA's literally training on my own with no coach at all. No trainer working on me daily. I was investing my time to even go to it's like cryotherapy, hydrotherapy, I think it's called. Where it's the very cold machine, it's like below 0 or whatever. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know hydro is like water. Cryo, I think is what it's called. Maybe, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, I was in that machine. It was like probably like $25 to get in it for like 10 minutes. But I did that every single week, right? So that's $100. These boots that you get, once you get them, you don't have to get them again, right? I also have the Theragun machine. It's called Tim Tam, all right? Tim Tam, if you look at that, it's the machine, the gun that goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? I also, like I said, I have the stim machine. I have these balls right here that can literally massage on your body, right? What else do I have? I have the resistance bands, literally. The resistance bands you could stretch with and you could do workouts with. So I've invested so much money into my career, and you need to do the same thing. Just as if you were a business, right? If you're a business and you want to invest money into marketing so people can notice you, if you are an athlete, You need to invest in your own training room so that people can notice you, because you're going to be dominating the competition. If you're working hard, you're going to need to do more recovery. You can't expect to get better if your legs aren't, I don't want to say more flexible, but more ready to take the impact of hard workouts and then able to go back into the flexibility they had before you made them tight, right? So what does that take? It doesn't take just stretching. I don't want you guys to think all I did was stretch 3-4 times a day and I became All-American. When I was doing these workouts, I was also using different technology that you have to spend money for if your trainer does not have, all right? So at University of Kansas, I was basically using the training room a lot, but I also had my own roller. I also had my own resistance bands. I also had my own massage gun. I also had my own stim machine. I had a back brace. I had a knee brace, right? I didn't have my own ice machine, but like in certain dorms, they do have ice machines. But I asked the trainer to get bags. And even if the trainer didn't give me bags, I got a garbage bag or a shopping bag. See, that's called dedication. And you too soft. You thinking about women, your ex that cheated on you. You thinking about this homework assignment. You thinking about walking and hanging out in the dorms with these people that you don't know. You worried about these TikToks. And it's like, bro, you need to focus more to where you are obsessed with your sport if you're trying to become All-American. I'm talking about obsessed all day, every day. I should not be stretching more than you. I'm just a coach, all right? I'm just a coach. I should not be stretching more than you. I should not be recovering more than you, all right? You need to invest in your recovery, all right? Now, let's say you're like, yo, Diino, I only got like $10. Let's start with $10, all right? If you have $10, what you need to do is you need to go to Walmart and you need to get either a baseball or a lacrosse ball, all right? A baseball or a lacrosse ball. And you can watch my other videos that show you what to do with them, or you can even look on just watch my videos. I have so many recovery videos on how to roll on your legs. You just roll on your muscles, like your glutes, and I promise you, you'll know what to do if you're an athlete. Or if not, just look at my videos. I literally have videos on how to use these balls, right? That's if you have $10. If you have $30, right? You can get you a pair of resistance bands, different colors, different strengths. All right, what I mean by different strengths is that one may be easy to pull, right? Easy to pull. One may be very hard to pull, and one may be medium to pull, right? So you want to use these resistance bands to stretch yourself out and to do workouts. And I literally have any type of workout that you could do with resistance bands. I have all the videos. If you check my Instagram page or even on this YouTube, you should see these shorts, literally resistance bands drills, even abs that you could do with resistance bands. If you have $100, what I would do is I would get a stim machine, which is could be $50. I would get the roller and resistance bands. So those three things. I would get the roller, the balls. I would get the ball, the resistance band, the roller, and a stim machine. That's 4. It may be $110, $125. It may be $80, depending on which one you get, right? Majority of the stim machines, though, that you buy online are actually worth it, even if it's $30, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. $30 versus $50 one, the $30 one just the same. It's just the options that you have on it, bro. But I'm telling you, it's still the same. It's the exact same thing. So you upgrade when you need to. If you have $1,000, what I would do is get the same things you would get with $100. But then also I would see if you could get the massage gun, or get some type of Normatec boots, right? If I was to choose on getting either the Normatec boots once or all of these, I would get the Normatec boots. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even use the Normatec boots right now because I'm not killing myself in practice, but if I was, I'd use them. You know what I'm saying? I've used them probably once in the past like couple of months. Now ice bags you don't need to buy, like I said, and let me think if there's anything other recovery that you really need to get. Now back brace should be within that $100, or knee brace if you need to buy one, especially if you're a jumper. I wouldn't necessarily, like, if you're a jumper, you can buy it. Don't wear it ever unless your back hurts. Like I have one and it'll make my back straight. I'm not wearing it right now. You know what I'm saying? I might have to correct my back like myself. You know what I'm saying? Don't wear a back brace like all the time unless it hurts, because if you are wearing it all the time, I feel like what's gonna happen is it forces a correction to where without it you're gonna slouch, like, and it's gonna hurt without it. You know what I'm saying? So you don't ever wanna like wear a knee brace if it doesn't hurt, if it's not extreme pain, like, because then you're gonna be used to that knee brace and need it. You know what I'm saying? Let's be all natural. You know what I'm saying? No back brace, no knee brace unless it's painful. Now you could buy one though and just have it, just in case. Now let's see. I don't think there's really anything else unless there's like some type of heating pad that you could buy as well. That would always help with your legs. It could help with your back. It can help if you're a thrower, your shoulders, you know what I'm saying, your chest, depending on what sport you play. Definitely something that's heated, definitely something that's colder, and you can find all of this on Amazon. Yo, don't go to any other store but Amazon. If you're buying a name brand product, go to Amazon and see if they got something there. I'm telling you right now, don't be over exaggerating your money spending. You don't need to if you go on Amazon, all right? Now, the main pop-in point of this video is that if you personally have all of these different type of accessories when it comes to training, recovery, injury prevention, that means you have a lot of options when things aren't going your way in training, meaning like your legs are hurting so much and you feel like you're not even going to be able to go to practice the next day. You'll be at home and instead of calling the trainer, you'll be like, okay, let me put my Normatec boots on. Okay, let me go ice. Okay, let me put heat on. And you're going to need to obsess with this to where you're doing it more than normal, all right? Don't just let this sit in your room. You need to do this more than normal. I'm talking about you need to, when you wake up, you could go eat breakfast, but when you could have your stim machine on you while you're eating breakfast, literally. So you could use these things throughout the day. Let's go through a whole day plan, matter of fact, all right? So you wake up, boom. You're going to have to stretch when you wake up, all right? I'm just going through what I did as an athlete, all right? So you wake up, like whatever you do before you leave the crib. Let's say you got to leave the crib in an hour or 10 minutes. Let's say we're talking about college athletes right now. Let's say you got to leave your crib in 10 minutes because you wake up like that for class, right? If you're in high school, that's what's going to happen. I'm not even going to lie. But so you wake up 10 minutes before class. You put the stim machine on. You go to class, right? You're on time to class because it's right there. While you're in class, you want to make sure, like, if you're sitting, like, you may get up and stand up just for a second, stretch your back like this, you know what I'm saying? Then, while you're in class, you could also take this resistance band with you, you know what I'm saying? And you could put it around your foot and be holding like this, you know what I'm saying? You can be holding like this. You want to put it down. You don't want it just in the air, you know what I'm saying, and being distracted to people. But you could have it down and I'll be stretching your calves, hamstrings, you know what I'm saying, helping your knee out. So that's two things that you could literally do while you're in class. Let's say you get home and you have some time before practice. Maybe you could put the Normatec boots on or you could use the roller, all right? Then when you get home, you have those same things to use, all right? That allows you actually to do homework as well while you're still recovering. Because when I tell you, I did a lot of homework while I was recovering. And I took mostly like online classes my senior year when I was really dominating. But it's like, you're going to need to do homework and recovery. Like, if I could leave you with anything, if you're doing homework, you should be doing recovery at the same time. And how can you do that? You could, for one, you could have ice on you, you could have heat on you, you could have Normatec on you, or you could be rolling if you're studying at some point. Or what you could do is you could have the band, the resistance band, you could do some of the resistance bands drills, stretches while you're studying, literally. So I don't want to hear any excuses at all right? No excuses. I'm giving y'all game, literally, all-American advice. I'm giving this like all the time. I got the brand new camera. You see, this is Professor Diino. You know what I'm saying? One-time conference championship Division I jumps coach at GCU. 4-time NCAA All-American in the triple jump. 10-time first team all Big 12 conference. You know what I'm saying? In long jump and triple jump. The best I got for triple jump was 54.5. The best I got for long jump was 25.11. I'm telling y'all what I literally did. I'm giving you the game, all right? Not only should you subscribe, but you should also pass this game on to one of your teammates. Don't let your teammates get hurt this year. Please, don't let your teammates get hurt. Don't let your teammates get hurt this year. Put them on the videos. Stop being selfish.